That's not the first time he's came out with something.
Well, we're about a week, 2 weeks ahead of this. And Barack Obama comes out and he says this: proof of aliens will lead to new religions and massive military spending. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous coming from the guy that spent millions and millions of dollars of his own this money and then lays it on a runway strip in Afghanistan. And says,
you mean the pallets?
Oh, yeah, the pallets of cash. Did everybody forget that?
Yeah, he's all into military spending, just not American military spending.
Oh, I know.
Because that's what that was about,
Yeah. We're going to rub the Saudi hand.
Here's what he said. The former U.S. president says many people's religious beliefs will change if it's ever proved alien life does exist.
Yeah.
And, this is where he goes on, there'll be calls for huge amounts to be spent on arming ourselves. What's he trying to do with saying this?
Who knows with that reptilian thing? I mean, who knows?
You know what I'm saying? Right. What is he trying to do here? I know what he's trying to do.
Oh, I do.
He doesn't want it exposed.
Oh, imagine that.
He doesn't want the truth to be out there. And he frames it in a way that it sounds so glorious. But who is he targeting here? Well, he's targeting the left, anything from center to left base here, by saying, listen, you don't want the alien stuff to come out, because if it does come out, we're going to spend huge amounts of money on our military, huge amounts of money arming ourselves, and there's going to be a bunch of new religions. So what do the super leftists hate? Well, they hate our military.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
They hate the Second Amendment, right?
Yeah.
What is he saying right here? Well, those two things. And he hates religion. So there's going to be a bunch of new religions that start up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anger. Anger. He wadded into the conversation about alien life and has predicted that if evidence of aliens emerge, it will lead to sweeping changes around our planet. It will result in the emergence of new religions, and there would be calls for huge sums of money to be spent on weapon systems so we can defend ourselves from possible attack. But the existence of aliens wouldn't change his own perspective on life. No, because I think he knows stuff already that we don't.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's the abomination of constipation for a reason. So that's what he talks about.
Well, it says President Obama was speaking about it on a New York Times podcast days after it emerged, or it's always been there, but they're finally telling us about it.
Yeah.
That it has been regularly spotted by U.S. military personnel.
Yeah.
Why does he always got to try to stop something that's good? I want to know about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the American people have a right to know what's going on. I don't care if it's mythical creatures or if it's UFOs. We have a right to know what's going on.
Yep. Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. Full disclosure.
Okay, so full disclosure. Let's switch it up.
Yeah.
Secret UFO files about police alien encounters in 2008 made public for the first time. Pretty weird. Like we were saying, every day, over a decade ago. And if there's nothing there, this is my thing, Greg. If there's nothing there, why do they hide stuff about it? You know what I mean?
That tells you there's something going on. There's something there.
Well, it's like if you bring your report card home.
Yeah.
And you have a D or an F or even a C in some cases.
I know where you're going with this. And the kid says, well, Dad, I didn't get my report card today.
I lost it. The wind was blowing and it flew out of my zipped.
My doggy ate it.
Okay. So.
Yeah. So what was going on here?
2008. Now it's the first time.
Yeah.
13 years later. This is all written down. This story in particular.
They know so much.
That's
all it tells me.
Well, secret UFO files about police alien encounters. Does that give you cause for pause?
No.
Okay, this is Brazil.
Yeah.
If you remember, just the other day we were talking about police encounters of this kind in Britain. Now, in America, they've been releasing this type of information about American cops in the last 3 months ferociously.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even to the point where one police officer actually talked about being abducted.
Wow.
Okay, but here it is. All around the world, they're talking about it. They're exposing us. Tell me what's going on, please.
What's not been seen in the light has been hid in the darkness, is what's going on here. There's a lot, I think, that they don't want us to know, that they know. Because if we find out and we know, then we'll basically have figured out why we're here. I really believe that.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
That we're going to find out
why
we're here?
Yeah.
Do you think that us finding that out would change history?
Oh, definitely would.
Okay, so when you start talking about UFOs and you start talking about
Right.
mythical creatures, how much of a myth are they actually type thing?
Right.
And then you start looking at real history. I'm talking about Tartar.
Yeah.
I'm talking, about these. I'm talking about Atlantis.
Yeah.
I'm talking about many of the supposed mythical things from, up in Nordic land, down in Egyptian land, Antarctica.
Yeah.
How many of these things, doesn't it seem like they all kind of fit in the same bubble?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Antarctica. It seems like a lot of the elite and the actors in Hollywood have just gone up there recently, and there's something going on up there.
Well, now, there's so much that have came out in Antarctica.
There's a lot of actors that have come back said that they're never going back up there. That's how, they've all stated that.
Right.
They said it's just, you would not believe it. It's just mind-blowing.
Well, okay.
That's what they said.
So I want you to think about this, too. We have been exposed now to pyramids.
Yeah.
Okay. When growing up, you knew about the Egyptian pyramids,
Yeah.
But how many people knew of the 17 pyramids in China?
Right.
How many people knew of the pyramids in America?
Yeah.
How many people knew of the pyramids in Mexico?
We just talked about this.
Right.
Yeah.
There are pyramids everywhere. The biggest pyramid that they have found is where? Antarctica.
Yep.
How is there, and this, kind of destroys their narrative about nobody even knew where Antarctica was and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
They found a pyramid there. They found a pyramid in the Ukraine that is like a huge part of a mountain. It tells me that a handful of people have twisted reality and truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And that now it's starting to come out a little bit. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't
Do you have a theory on why this is coming out now?
I think all this is coming to a head because of, I still believe this. Agenda 2130 is really happening before our eyes.
Do you think it's that because Professor Bauer?
Yeah.
Go listen to his stuff. You have to listen to it twice.
Yeah.
Because he's so intelligent.
Well, he is.
But what he has told me is the reason that we're getting exposed to this stuff is they don't have enough people to hide it anymore because we have the internet. We have the information superhighway.
Right.
That the information is coming out at such a fast pace that they literally can't stop this information from getting to us.
That's possible right there. Bauer may be on to something.
So they have no choice.
Yeah. It's pretty much that they're at a crossroads now because of the internet. That's possible.
Gilbert wanted to know where Bigfoot went. More Bigfoot sightings.
You see me every morning.
Well, there's something going on in the big way around the world.
There is, I believe.
South America, Africa, the Middle East, Asia,
They got
Europe.
they got the Ohio River monster I've heard about, which is the Bigfoot.
Well, we got the Momo.
Spotted. Yep.
Missouri monster, the Momo.
The Momo.
We've got a big cat.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen some weird stuff in the woods here, and I'll tell you, I've never been in the place in my life where the woods come alive like they do here.
Right.
At night.
Yeah.
I mean, most places get quiet and stuff.
Oh, no.
Not here.
No.
I mean, the woods come alive.
Yep.
I think that we are in this whole summer, if people are paying attention, we are going to learn things that we never thought were possible. We're hearing about spheres. We're hearing about things that defy physics.
Yep.
They took apart the Coral Castle not too long ago. Did you hear about that in Florida?
Yep.
And they found a piece of metal on that great big swinging door that is not of this earth. He put that door up on his own, and everybody's like, well, it's a miracle of God because he was able to do it. Guess what? No, it wasn't. It was a mineral that he had found that's not of this earth, that he's stuck under that could hold the weight. You can actually go watch the scientists talk about this thing. You can watch them talk about the sphere that they found down in
So how
Atlantis.
did he get a hold of it?
Nobody knows.
And that's why I'm saying they're hiding a lot of stuff from us.
Right. And you know what? When he did his thing, he had a little bitty tripod.
Yep.
And he would put a big, massive blanket around everything that he worked on. And then people would come and see it, and they'd be like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kate says the locals will not go onto a certain part of my property due to the legends. I'm starting to believe the Wampus Cat. Heard of it. I'm telling you, I'm starting to believe a lot of these things where before you would have been crazy to believe. Well, guess what? It's time to start believing.
Right.
And that's the problem. That's where they lose control.
Right. Yep.
If you believe in yourself, if you believe that you can conquer anything, if you actually unlock your mind, unlock who you really are and the powers that you have, watch out. Somebody might lose control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
I hear you. But hey, since we're talking about this stuff, I like to end our program on a good note with a good joke.
Well, I want to hear them. How
do you throw a space party? We're on this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You plan it. Why did the gym close down, Hans?
Why?
It just didn't work out.
Oh, my gosh.
I know,
okay. Yeah. Terrible. Well, that's like fifth grade, but it's good.
I know.
I mean,
hey,
it put a smile on my face, man.
I know, right?
All of you get over to Patreon.
Yes.
Morning Crankers, sign up for the Crankers Club. There's 3 different tiers.
Right.
You know.
Yep. And by the way, remember to keep your soy boys spayed and neutered. All right. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday's show.
Patreon.
Yes. Go to Patreon.
Love you guys.
I'm going over there to check it out.
Amen.